When filming your first documentary, these 5 lessons will get you ahead of the majority of most beginner filmmakers. Starting with number 1, know your ending. We often talk about starting from the end when it comes to documentaries, and this refers to knowing exactly what is going to be your final scene. This final scene should be the climax of your documentary and tell us as an audience whether or not the character has achieved their goal. We've seen all too often when it comes to documentary, people start not knowing what the ending is, and this leads to a lot of aimless filming that doesn't really contribute to the overall story, and it can also be disheartening for the cast and crew not having a clear vision of where the project is going. For something like a sports documentary, knowing your end is easy. Does the team win the championship game or not? But if you're filming on another subject, you're going to need to think a little bit harder here. Many documentaries will capture a character trying to achieve a certain feat, such as climbing a mountain. It could also be trying to get some legislation passed in government, or even something like documenting your character going through a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Ultimately, whatever the final scene is, we should know whether or not the character has achieved what they set out to do. Having an ending in mind is really important, not only from a story perspective, but also from a logistics perspective as well. Having an end date indicates roughly how long the film's going to take to make and when you can plan to release it. Whether the ending scene is going to happen in a month, a year, or even a decade, just lets everyone involved know how much time they're committing to the project and how long it's likely going to take. Lesson number 2 is to ensure that you have a story, not just a topic. Now, the majority of documentaries will explore a certain topic or issue, and that's great, but you want to make sure that the story you're telling really illustrates this issue and puts us as an audience in the shoes of the character that's going through that issue, so we can help to empathise and understand. It's great if you're making a documentary all about sustainability, but even better if you have a story of a big legal battle going on where someone's trying to make some positive change for the future and get laws and legislation passed that's going to make a more sustainable future for everyone. You can incorporate the first lesson in this video here and clearly outlining at the start of your documentary which law our character wants to see passed and following them through to see if they can make that happen or not at the end of the documentary. Now, we're talking primarily about the story aspect of documentary making in this video, but if you want more help with the practical and technical side of making documentaries, head on over to our school community where we've got extensive guides and training in both filmmaking and photography to help you bring your projects to life. Lesson number 3 is show the change. Show, don't tell is a commonly used phrase in filmmaking. It's great to get characters to talk about something that's happening, but even better if you can show it. You might hear the term actuality scenes used when it comes to documentary making, and these are scenes that show us what's actually going on in a story. If we jump back to our earlier sustainability example, it's great to see a character talking about their feelings and how they felt seeing the law passed, but it's even better if we can get in there and capture that moment, see the emotion on their face when they see the law being passed and them achieving their goal. It's just so much more powerful. Now, showing the change is much more difficult than filming a sit-down interview talking about something, and when you are filming these showing the change scenes, you're going to want to film in what we call an observer or fly-on-the-wall style. You want to be in the background, capturing what's going on, not really interfering or participating in the activity, and you're going to want to have your subject mic'd up as well so you can really clearly hear what they're saying, particularly in the candid conversations when you're far away, capturing them without being noticed. It's always really important to make sure you've got permission and consent of everyone being filmed, but in being fly on the wall, you're trying to stay out of the way enough that people are not noticing the camera there and they're being their true actual selves, and that's what you're capturing, rather than a bit of a performance when they realise that they're on camera. These actuality moments are priceless, and they allow us as an audience to really connect with the character, to empathise with their goal, and really truly understand the emotion of what's going on. Lesson number 4 is tell one story, not many. Documentaries will typically involve having lots of different people on camera, and that's great. If you're making an 8-part feature Netflix series, then perhaps you've got time to explore more than one story within your project. But if you're making a standalone feature, it's always best just to focus on one story from one person. In this documentary, you're solely trying to focus on the story of your main character. Other people could definitely give their opinion and contribute to it, but they should be talking about your main character's story and not their own. Telling multiple stories can dilute the main message that you're trying to tell in your documentary film, so it's better to stay solely focused on your protagonist. And finally, lesson number 5 is don't wait for everything to be perfect. The longer you work in this industry, the more you realise that conditions are never perfect, and whatever level you're at, you're just trying to make the most of what you have. Even for the top Hollywood directors, these massive multi-million-pound budgets often aren't enough to bring their true vision to life, and they're having to make compromises and cutbacks to make their film a reality as well. So ultimately, what this means for you making your first documentary is whatever camera you have access to, whatever money you have to spend on it, that's absolutely perfect. Go out, make the documentary, and make it a reality. It's an interesting time for documentary. At the high end, big streaming platforms are investing lots of budget in high-end cameras and lighting setups to make their documentaries look beautiful. But if you go to film festivals and see independent documentaries, there it really doesn't matter what cameras are being used, it just matters that you're telling a great story. So don't let perfection hold you back. Tell the best story that you're capable of right now. If you're making your first documentary, leave us a comment below and let us know how you're getting on. Ben and I do read every comment, and if you've got any questions, we'd be very happy to answer them there. Good luck.